just doesn't get any better than what happened last Saturday with Melody Belle when she's backing up this Saturday in the Mackinnon, looking to run down one of my favourites of all time in Rough Habit. Of course, trained by Jamie Richards, who joins us on the phone. A very good morning to you, Jamie. Where to start really around this mare? I was going to talk to you about the weather, but she's so versatile, weather and track conditions wise, it doesn't really matter. A very good morning to you.
Morning, Swain. Yeah, no, she's adept in all conditions, and the track's pretty good there at the moment. They're talking showers later, but they would need significant rain to move that track too much.
The week that's been, obviously you've been really, really happy with what you've seen. You haven't done a lot of work with her.
No, she's been good. I went home for a few days Sunday, back Wednesday night. Craig Thornton's been looking after her and done a great job for us. She did a little bit of three-quarter on the grass on Thursday, but I didn't think she needed too much. She's held her weight well and eaten well during the week. And to be fair, I think she's probably surprised us how well she's done. She's done really well, so there's no excuses.
Okay, the backup is an interesting thing because you've never done that before. You've spoken about how she eats, and she's clearly eaten well, which she probably didn't do early on in her preparation. So if you were ever going to have an attempt at backing her up, she's probably in the perfect position now.
Yeah, exactly. She started to eat better as she's gotten a little bit older and done a bit more travelling. And even in the persona, you can tell on race day she used to sort of jig jog and play around a little bit. Now she just walks and gets on with the job, and just a very professional racehorse. So we're looking forward to today. As you say, hasn't been backed up before, but it's a good opportunity to do it. And as we've said, she's had a good week.
Okay, you must have had an argument with the computer that comes up with the draws because you've got a horror draw again. Is there any significance there? But because she's shown that she can go back and win, and when she gets a good draw, she can go forward. It's not perfect, but certainly some horses it would take completely out of the race.
Yeah, for sure. Frustrating. The draw, just about every runner we've had over here has drawn the outside, but we'll do our best to overcome it. We'll just remain open-minded when the barrier opens and just sort of judge it away from there. But as you say, can go back if they want to go hard, but can sneak forward and take a spot if they're not going to go. So we'll just leave it up to Opie. He's riding in great form, and he knows the mare inside out. Okay,
you're a pretty good analyst yourself. You see this as a step up. She meets not just her own sex, she goes against the boys here this afternoon. Does she have to go to another level in this type of race?
Absolutely, she does. This is her biggest test to date. Some great opposition in the race, proven weight for age horses. I think there's about 25 Group 1 wins between the fields. So, she's got to go to a new level. This is her biggest test, but, we're looking forward to the challenge. And, it's good to see the bookies have got it right in the market. That also gives you a little bit of confidence.
Okay, I was thinking on the car on the way here to the studio, what's her best trip? 1,600 metres, 2,000, or somewhere right in the middle?
Yeah, I think somewhere in between. Maybe last year when she had a bit more dash, probably a mile. But as she's got a little bit older, maybe 2,000 metres now. She's unbeaten. Only had a couple of goes at distance, but anywhere between that sort of trip, she's very effective, and she's just so genuine. She never knows when to lie down.
Okay, this is it. She goes home to a good paddock and look towards the autumn?
Absolutely. She's earned a well-deserved break, and she'll be on the plane home Wednesday night and the spelling paddock later next week. Okay, in the autumn, the All-Star Mile, a race that might interest you? Absolutely. We were a rough chance of getting into that race last year, but we'd done a few miles. We were keen to look after her, so that has a lot of appeal after Christmas.
Okay, I see the Shark got home fit and well. I've seen some vision out of Te Akau, and a race like the Queen Elizabeth would be something on his radar next prep.
Yeah, he travelled home nicely, and he's been vetted out, and everything looks good. So really pleased with that, because obviously the last couple of seasons he's been racing as a 3- and 4-year-old. He's needed 6 months off after the spring, but thankfully he appears to be in good form. And as you say, the Queen Elizabeth, that looks a nice race for him. Little bit of easing in the ground, 2,000 metres at Randwick, where he's run well before.
Okay, let's take you down to Riccarton. You've had so much success down there. You have a runner in this year's 2,000 guineas, and Aotea Lad. What have your impressions been around the first 3 runs of the preparation?
His runs have been solid. He was good without a lot of room at Ruakaka. And his form since then has been okay. His last start at Mackinnon was a little bit disappointing, but he got a checkered run. He's 3 deep without cover and kept up a gallop. Laking didn't knock him around. He's sort of just going to need a little bit of luck again. It looks like they're all running for second and third, but funny things do happen in racing. And if he gets a little bit of luck, he's got to be a place chance anyway.
Okay, and race number 9 in the Metrop, Al Haram, and the internationally bred horse has had a couple of runs down south, so he's well into his preparation down there. Is this just a stepping stone to next Saturday?
I wouldn't say it's a stepping stone. He's there to run well, and we'll take whatever race we can get on the way through with him. He'll drop significantly in weight for next week, but he's going well. His win at Ashburton was good. He had an exhibition gallop at Much Grower last Sunday. He strips a very fit horse. He had a bit of a wake-up call there with the jumping run through the winter. Thankfully his form's improved since then.
Just let him flop out, find his feet and rush home as we've seen on a couple of occasions?
No, I think we'll be positive from the barrier like we were at Ashburton. Put him in the race. He's very one-paced. I wouldn't be sort of going back and hoping to get over the top of him because he's not that sort of horse. So just said to Michael, ride him like he did at Ashburton. He gave him a lovely run there, and hopefully we can sort of go forward. And when they get round the back, something might come around and then give him a little bit of cover. And we'll sort of try and employ the same tactics as we did at Ashburton.
Okay, I really like one out of the Te Akau team today down south. In race number 6, you have Flemington. Kevin Myers has Duke Plumpton in the race, who won by a big margin last time, but I just get the feeling this horse gets up to the right trip today and probably ready to pounce to this preparation.
Yeah, he's the horse we've got a fair bit of time for. We thought he was a Copeland's horse, but just sort of hasn't had a lot of luck. He's been tripped up by bad tracks and the odd bad draw and things like that. So he's really starting to come right now on top of the ground there. He's drawn out a little bit again. Just said to Troy to be open-minded. If he thinks he can sort of jump and get across, by all means have a crack. But I thought he looked a nice chance down there in the 82 grade. Okay,
but not forget about Summer Monsoon, who was a very good winner last time.
Yeah, he won at Much Grower, albeit in 65 grade and lesser company there last Sunday, but he got back and found the line well. And when he gets a soft run back in the field and he can get to the outside and build momentum, he has a chance. But if he ends up a bit close, he doesn't finish off. So take him on trust. But he seems to have done well during the week, and Dad's been happy with him.
Okay, can you just give us a quick word on the 2-year-old up north?
Yeah, he's a nice horse. Not a real natural-looking 2-year-old. He's got plenty of size and scope, but his trials have been great. He worked well during the week, and I'd be disappointed if he didn't run well.
Okay, Bordeaux Le Rouge. Okay, Jamie, I think I speak for all of the thoroughbred enthusiasts on this side of the ditch. Best of luck to yourself and to our Belle of the Bull and Melody Belle, Opie, and the team. We really hope that she gets further success this afternoon. The very best of luck, Jamie.
Thanks very much. We're doing our best.